What's up, YouTube? I'm gonna do my NFL picks for Week 14, but I'm gonna go through them really quick. Um, of course, the game starts in about an hour. I'm gonna go through them really quick. Because there's a full slate of games everybody plays, so I'm gonna go ahead and do it. Start on them right now. Tonight, the Houston Texans head to Jacksonville to play Jaguars. Um, Houston has been terrible. They've had so many problems with the team, but I'm still gonna pick them in this game. I think they gave the Patriots a good game. Just they lost it at the end, but they were able to run the ball on them. So I still think Houston's pretty good. I'm gonna go with them. Sunday afternoon game, Indianapolis heading to Cincinnati to play the Bengals. I'm gonna go with the Bengals. Um, Mainly because the Colts have a lot of injuries. Um, and Cincinnati's pretty tough to beat at home. So I think it's gonna be a close game because the Colts always play really good competition. They step up their game to good competition. So, but the injuries I think is gonna affect this game. So I'm gonna go with Cincinnati. Next game, Atlanta heading to Green Bay to play the Packers. No Aaron Rodgers, of course. Don't know when he's gonna be back. It probably won't be till week 16, maybe. Um, I'm gonna go out on a limb. Mm, I'm gonna pick Green Bay. I think they'll be able to run the ball. Next game, Cleveland heading to New England to play the Patriots. I think New England wins this. Cleveland has been struggling. With they had a good start, at the beginning of the season, but they struggled since that really hot start. And New England, offense is really starting to shape up. They've gotten back healthy. Gronkowski's back. Vereen. Um, they do have to fix a couple of fumbling problems with guys like Ridley and stuff like that. But I think New England's gonna win this game at home and stay undefeated at home. Oakland heading New York to play the Jets. Um, Geno Smith got benched in the previous game against Miami. I think they start Phil. I think it's Sims, son of Phil Sims. Um, I'm actually gonna pick the Jets. I think the defense will be able to do enough against Oakland, to pull this game out. Next game, Detroit heading to Philly to play the Eagles. Um, the Eagles have been playing well offensively. Defense has improved as well. But I'm gonna go with Detroit Lions. I think they really want to finish out this division. They're gonna get their win the NFC North. Next game, Miami heading to Pittsburgh to play the Steelers. Pittsburgh, they lost the game to the Ravens. They were in it, right there at the end. We know the whole debacle with Mike Tomlin and things that were happening on the sideline. Uh, I'm gonna go with Pittsburgh in this game. I think it's gonna be a close game because Miami has been playing really good, and this is an important game in the wild card race. This game the Steelers need to win to stay. It's pretty much staying pace for that six seed because that 5 seed. The Chiefs are gonna pretty much lock that up. So they were fighting for that 6 seed with Baltimore and some other teams. So I'm gonna go Pittsburgh in this game. Next game, Buffalo heading to Tampa Bay to play the Buccaneers. Um, I'm gonna I'm gonna go with Buffalo. I don't know why, but I'm gonna go with Buffalo. I think they're gonna make some plays. Um, Tampa Bay has been playing better. They didn't look good, against the Panthers, but they have been playing better of late. But I'm still gonna stick with Buffalo in that game. Kansas City heading to Washington to play Redskins. I'm going Kansas City. They have a bounce back win after you know, I believe it was 3 straight losses. Yeah, after 3 straight losses, I think they have a bounce back win. And beat the Redskins really bad. Redskins team that struggles offensively and really can't stop nobody on the defensive side of the ball. Yeah, so I'm picking Kansas City. Next game, Minnesota heading to Baltimore to play the Ravens. I'm gonna pick Baltimore in this game. I don't like Minnesota's quarterbacks. Adrian Peterson's a beast, but Baltimore's gonna be geared up to to slow him down. And I think Joe Flacco will be able to move the ball in the air against the Minnesota defense. Next game, Tennessee heading to Denver to play Broncos. I'm gonna go with Broncos. Tennessee, just like Cleveland, had a hot start, but they have really struggled. They have struggled of late. Locker went out, and they just haven't looked the way they have early on in the season. And Denver's defense is not great, but the offense is gonna make up for it in this game. So I'm giving a nod to Denver in this game easily. Next game, which I think will be a pretty good game. St. Louis heading to Arizona to play the Cardinals. Clemens, for the Rams, he's terrible. Carson Palmer isn't, a great quarterback. He does turn the ball over too much, but he can be relied on to make some plays in the passing game. I'm gonna go Arizona. I think they beat them by a field goal in a very close game. Next game, the New York Giants head to San Diego to play the Chargers. I'm gonna go with the Giants. They've done a good job against the run, but they've been susceptible to the pass, and that's one of San Diego's strengths this year. With Phillip Rivers, and Mike McCoy, I'm gonna go with San Diego in this game. I think they put up some points and move the ball through the air relatively easy. Next game, Seattle head to San Francisco to play the Niners. The way Seattle looked dominant in last Monday night's game, I don't think San Francisco is gonna be able to move the ball at all. Despite them being at home, I don't think they're gonna be able to move the ball. They really struggled this year with passing the ball. They got some of their guys back. Crabtree's back, Manningham's back. Combine that with Anquan Bolden and Vernon Davis. But I just don't think they'll be able to move the ball against the Seattle secondary, despite the suspensions. So I'm going Seattle on that one. Sunday night game, Carolina heading to New Orleans to play the Saints. Saints came off very bad loss to the Seahawks in Seattle. Carolina, they win this game, they take lead of division. Of course, they will play the week after next. This is gonna be my home pick of the week, as usual. I'm gonna go with Carolina, despite it being New Orleans. New Orleans they have not lost in New Orleans. I don't think. No, they have not. They have not lost in New Orleans. They've beaten teams pretty bad in New Orleans, but I think Carolina, as it being a division game, we usually play the Saints pretty well. So I'm gonna pick Carolina to get the edge that game out. But it's gonna be a really good game. New Orleans is very tough to beat at home. In the Monday night game, the Dallas Cowboys head to Chicago to play the Bears. The Bears have struggled to stop the run. Adrian Peterson ran for over 200 yards, and a lot of guys have ran for over 100 yards against that front. They have a lot of injuries. I see heavy doses of DeMarco Murray. I think there's going to be a difference in the game. The Bears just struggle with stopping the run. And, I see Dallas winning this game to, grab hold of that division based on my other picks. So, that pretty much does it. Let me know what your game of the week is. Of course, my game of the week is the Carolina-New Orleans game. Comment down below. Let me know what your picks are. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. Thanks for watching.